Hey guys, welcome to the second devlog of my multiplayer survival game. This week I've been working a little bit on the terrain generation and added some small other things which I'll tell you, and the links to some of the tutorials I use are in the video description, and let's hop into the video. So the first thing I added this week is the stamina system. As you can see, we have a little stamina bar, and if I jump or sprint, it reduces the stamina, and when I stand still, it'll regenerate the stamina, and each jump uses 5 stamina, and later on you can expand your stamina and have more of that. So next I added a water plane. I just added a simple plane, as I said, and so I can split it from the terrain and water itself. And then I had to add a new water shader. I copied one from Breckies, I think it was. Yeah, it should be Breckies. A link to the tutorial is in the description. And then I realized that I had to add UVs to the water plane itself, and I did that real quick, and then it all worked, and I just had to tweak some values in the water shader itself. While I was adding the water plane, I added a completely new system for the world generation, because I split the world into chunks, which you can see in this animation. On the left is the old world. It was just one giant mesh with a lot of vertices, and on the right there are just chunks, so each chunk has its own mesh with only a couple, like 2000 vertices, and this reduces performance a lot and makes it a lot better to generate infinite terrain later. When I added the chunks, I had the idea of adding a little bit more height to my terrain. In the first devlog I said that I don't want height, but there has to be some, because it's kind of boring if you have a giant world just flat. So I added that, but you could see some of the edges are not rendering, and that's because the neighbors are messed up. So each cell has a neighbor, and it checks for edges that it has to generate, and over the chunk borders it won't work. I had to fix that, and after fixing that, it looked a lot better and a lot more like a good world generation. Alright, now to the main feature of this video. Here I've added a script which generates objects near the player or near another object, and for now it's just a cube generating planes, but it leaves some planes behind, so I'll have to fix that. Alright, after fixing this one bug, I coded for a few hours, maybe 4 or 5 hours, and I got the terrain generation to work, and there was a lot of trial and error, and in the end it worked. So we have infinite terrain generation now, and now it's just for the trees and rocks to be generated again, and then some small features, building system and other stuff that has to be done. Last but not least, I've added the tree generation back, and I'll let the time-lapse run in the background of me changing some lightning and post-processing effects, also adding fog, some new sky boxes and other useful stuff. So I hope you enjoyed this devlog. Let me know down in the comments, and leave a like, subscribe, and see you next week again.